so now you're going to have to listen to me tell you things. I don't have jokes, because I'm lazy, but I'm going to talk to you about a certain stage in my life where I battled crazy on a regular basis. Her name was Liz. I'm not going to give you her last name, but a lot of you probably already know. You all know that person who lied all the time for no knowable reason. And anyone who knows me well knows I am one of the most gullible, trusting people on earth. So it wasn't until much later that I realized that her 80-year-old father, that's not a hyperbole, he was a very old man, was not beating her, and that her 12-year-old sister was not a prostitute in this area. But she liked to make it seem like she had the worst life on the earth, and me being kind and gullible, loved to listen. Oh man. I've got a few notes as to some highlights of the about 6 months to a year that I had to deal with this. Oh man. Okay, the first time I was like, oh man, that's bullshit, was her 80-year-old father. He was probably closer to 65, but he wasn't like the like I do sit-ups every day, tanning, weightlifting 65-year-old. He was like the, well, that guy looks like he's 80. How old is he? 65. Oh. All right. Well, you know, whatever, I guess. I hope he just lived to earn that body. But she told me he broke a broom over her back. Okay. And I don't think I could break a broom on a tree, let alone break it over a person who, like, it gives. You've got to have, like, a rigidity to the thing you're hitting for the broom handle to break. So, like, I'm just quiet, and, like, in my head, I'm like, wait, no. Okay. So, you would have to yeah, there we go. You would have to hit so hard. And like, I don't think I could break a broom on any part of her, let alone her back, if she was like, and like, this guy, there's no way. There's not an end to that. That's just the first time where I was like, I think that's bullshit. She was nuts. I've just got so much here. We were friends, you know? I hang out with my friends. You know, I don't think anything of it. We're going to see a movie. She probably thought it was a date. I figured this all out later because I'm an idiot. But we're going to a movie, and like, as, you know, I put the car in park, and she's like, yeah, my parents don't know I'm here. And I'm just like, what? Because I thought we were all on the level. And it's also important to note that she's like 3-4 years younger than I am. So it's a little weird. I'm just out of high school. She's still in. I didn't want to date her. Didn't want no interest. She's a great person as a friend. Well, turns out she wasn't because of all the lying and whatnot. But so we get to the movie theater. I put it in the park, and she's like, "Yeah, my parents don't know I'm here." And I'm like, what? Why? What? Why? And she's like, they don't need to know, it's fine. I was like, you're gonna get caught, and I don't want to be part of that. And she's like, I won't get caught. I'm very good at lying. I'm an actress. And that was one of the first times I laughed in someone's face. I do not remember if we saw that movie. I only remember, I'm an actress. What's another? Oh, okay. For all I know, this was the same evening. I'm dropping her off at her house, and again, something about putting my Astro van in park set this girl up. Pull up in front of her house, put the Astro van in park. What's her ideal woman? I'm like, what? I say to her in a moment of boldness that was rare for me, I don't want to play this game. We're not dating. Just a friend of mine. And She's like, no, before I get out of the car, what's your ideal girl? I'm like, ugh. So I feed her the most generic, safest thing I can say. Not too tall, not too short. Blonde, but brunette's okay. Redhead's good too. Smart. I like them smart. I like to be able to talk to them. I like girls that are funny. I'm basically describing the most vanilla, gray, decent person I can. And I finish my little spiel. Just gotta go home. Get out of my car. I look over. Tears. And I'm like, what? She goes, that's me! Gets out of the car, slams the door, and I'm just like, fuck this, and just out. I was just like, I've got so much, but I'm just gonna do more things. She once walked to my house, and she lived in town here, and walked to my house, which is, it's about a 10-15 minute drive from around here. She walked, lots of hills. She walked to my house, showed up at night, and I'm like, hey Liz, what's up? And she's like, my dad stabbed me in the leg. And I was like, so someone dropped you off? She's like, no, I walked here. and I'm like, how long ago did you leave? And she's like an hour. I'm like, I couldn't walk here in an hour without being stabbed. And I mean, she's wearing like jeans, no sign of bandages, no anything. It was a very, very mild leg stab wound, apparently. Oh my god. Oh, also, apparently she lost her virginity to me, a kid I knew named Ben, and about 5 other people. When I started work at the movie theater, someone was like, hey, I heard Liz lost her virginity to you. And I was like, I was a virgin at the time he said that. So I'm like, I think that you're mistaken. Oh, she told me that. Really? What? And he goes, dude. She lost her virginity like 7 times. Don't worry about it. So not only did she lie to me, it was a trend. So now I'm going to talk to you about the last day I spent with Liz. It was in my Wicca phase. That would probably come up a little. Not today, but some other time. And I was hanging out with, there was a girl I was hanging out with who was probably the reason for my Wicca phase. I can admit that now. I would not have said that then. It was real. I believed in the goddess. The rule of 3 all the way. That was really, okay, anyway. Not important at all. But Liz ends up showing up with a group of people that include the people I thought I was hanging out with. And I was already done with this girl at this point. I was just like, God damn it. So I decided, you know what? I don't have to interact. Do not engage. Fine. So it's also the weekend or the day of the Selinsgrove Street Fair. For locals, you know what that is. So we get together in the morning. We go down to the street fair. We hang out there the whole time. I'm just avoid eye contact. It's fine. Whatever. She can't be crazy if you don't interact. We go back to my house for a Samhain ceremony. Again, well, later, some other time. Then we go to see, well actually, I escape her for just long enough to go to the movie theater, invite the woman that would eventually be my wife over that evening. So, you know, it was a momentous day. I got rid of one crazy and found the woman in my dreams, so there we go. So then I go to see Susquehanna University's production of Dracula. And so that is the end of my day, and I am like, curtain drops, I am out, I'm gonna go hang out with this hot chick, that I thought I was just going to hang out with, but it turned out we haven't stopped hanging out for quite a while. And I'm a fan. Anyway. And she stops me in the parking lot. She's got Liz, and she's got two friends, and it's me and my good friend Tony, and she goes, "Hey!" Anyway, mine, so me, not them. And she's like, "Hey! We hang out all day, but you didn't talk to me once. If you're gonna treat me like that, then I don't want to be your friend anymore." And she walked up, she put the tee down, she put the ball on it, and she handed me the bat. And I was like, "Awesome!" And then I walked past her, and I have not spoken to her again. So I just piled apart. And I'm pretty proud of that story. Someone was just like, "I don't like you," and I was like, "Awesome," and I was gone. But it wasn't until later when I was retelling the story with Tony in the room that I really got the best part, because I just walked, and he was here, I'm just kind of chilling out. And I'm like, "Awesome, gone." So it's him, Liz, and two of her friends, and he just goes, and ran. So that was how I escaped crazy. Every once in a while, I'll see her around, and I'll give her like a look, and I'll just be like, "Do not, no, we're done. Not friends anymore. You said. You said." So that has been me and my experiences with Liz.